Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Today again we're going to see some interesting ideas of God of Mridangam. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with the Tirukkural. நூலாருள் நூல் வல்லன் ஆகுதல் வேலாருள் வென்றி வினை உரைப்பான் பண்பு. What is the meaning of it? வெற்றரசரிடை சென்று தன் அரசனுக்கு வெற்றி தரும் வினையை சொல்லுவானுக்கு இலக்கணம் யாதனில் நீதி நூல் உணர்ந்த அமைச்சரிடையே தான் அந்நூலில் வல்லவனாகுதலே. A spy should be good enough in such a way that he is well versed in the book of knowledge, whatever is required to be administered or to be told to the king. He should be much more knowledgeable than the rest of the ministers, and that is one of his utmost best characteristic. With this good thought, I'm entering into the class. The last class we saw the approach in Rupaka Chapathalam. We saw some key abhiprayams, we saw some simple coreways, we saw how we can apply the phrase towards the end, a simple phrase, and how we can use a simple coreway in a magnificent way of playing in higher speeds, in different speeds. The aspects of exploiting the aspects of UKSS. Today I'm going to teach you some more of Rupaka in Tisranadai approach. Also we saw in an extensive way how you can use the Chatusra format in Tisram. So what he does is he takes all the Chatusra forms and plays in Tisranadai at ease. Or as I told you, Dhim Dhim Tadimidinakatha, Dhim Tadimidinakatha, Tadimidinakatha, Dhimi Dhimi Tadimidinakatha, Dhimita Dimidinakatha, Tadimidinakatha. Dinta dimidinaka dimita dimidinaka dimita dimidinaka dinta dimita 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 dimta dimidinaka dimita dimidinaka dimita dimidinaka dimita 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 dimidin. Taka dimita taka dimita taka dimita dimita taka dimita dimita taka dimita dimita taka dimita taka dimita taka dimita dimita taka dimita dimita taka dimita dimita. All these he approaches in Tisranadai. As a rule of thumb, as I taught you, we saw some coreway in the last class. Takitatum tadiketatata, takitatum tadiketatata, takitatum tadiketatata, takitatum tadiketatata, takitatum tadiketatata, takitatum tadiketatata. We saw this. Takita tadiketatata, takita tadiketatata, takita tadiketatata. This is the coreway we saw. There are other coreways also. Any coreway, as a rule of thumb, you can play in Rupakathalam. It's a multiple of 3. So for example, tadit takadanatam, tit takadanatam, takadanatam, tadik tadik tadik. This coreway, when you repeat it 3 times, 8 into 3 is 24. 24 is divisible by 3, so you can apply in Tisranadai. Similarly, let's look at takadatam, tadik takadatam, tadik tadik takadatam, tadik tadang, tadik. It is a 16 akshara coreway. Into 3 is 48, 48 is divisible by 3, is divisible by 6, so you can apply in Tisranadai. Takadanatam, tadikkataka, takadanatam, tadikkataka, 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 tadikkataka. You can use this coreway. Then let's look at a coreway of in Mr. Chapel. So again 7 into 3, 21 is divisible by 3. So when you multiply by a factor by 3, so it applies for Rupaka Chapatalam perfectly. So the rule of thumb, whatever korva you know in any of the talas, you can apply directly into the Rupaka Chapatala. So that's the thing. All those learnings of this Tisranadai korvais you can apply into this Rupaka Chapatala. That's one of the key things. Let's now look at the Ganda Chapu approach in Rupaka Chapatala. First of all, you should get to the pace of a Gandanadai. Dun ta din, dun ta din, dun ta din. Sivaraman says exploit the sound and tonal effects of Mridangam in an extensive way. Unit also uses the Gumiki to extract the Gandanadai format in a brilliant form. So you should also dwell like in Sarvalagu of Gandanadai for a while to get to this form. The next word, Nakata Dim. And dwell and get into the form of Gandanadai. The next one is Nakata Dimi, the continuous stroke. All these forms you should try to play and establish nicely, and whatever the speed you are able to achieve, you should try to achieve. Then you can play simple korve. Tong, dina tong, taka dina tong, tadiketa, 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 tong, dina tong, taka dina tong, tadiketa, tadiketa, tong, dina tong, taka dina tong, tadiketa, tadiketa. Dinta dimidinaga is 8. When you add a dim together, it becomes a 10. Din dinta dimidinaga, din dinta dimidinaga, din dinta dimidinaga, din dinta dimidinaga, din dinta dimidinaga. It gives like a jolt to the Sarvalagu and it makes it a Gandanadai. All these beautiful rhythm emanates out of a small twist into the Sarvalagu pattern. Those were all the great moments of Shivaraman sirs. He adds the small things and beauty, and then he plays in a magnificent speed, and then it gives a lot of joy. The whole Nadai gets a lot of bubbly nature, and then the entire audience is in a joyful mode. Those are all good aspects of it. So when you are playing this din din ta dimidinaga, the last phrase can be changed. Tong ta dik kitatum. You can use din din ta dimidinaga, 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 ta dik kata din din ta dimidinaga, din din ta dimidinaga, ta dik kata 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 ta dik kata ta dik kata ta dik kata din ta dimidinaga. So he goes into a sort of a essay of combining the phrases and then going with the last phrase and then makes magical effects out of these old combinations. The next one, the korvai, once when you play this dinta dimidinaga, he plays a korvai. What a simple korvai, but it's so beautiful for a Gandanadai. The tathanga seats perfectly in the last finger of the Rupaka Chapatala. Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tadiketa go. When you want to extend this into a complex or a little more matured way, Tittangradega Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tadiketa Adiketakum, Tadiketa, Tiketa, Tiketa, Tiketa Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tittangradega Dargadega Din Tattanga, Tadiketa, Tadiketatum, Tadiketatum, Tadiketa, Tiketa, Din Tattanga. Then that tongue, then that tongue, so here, the mathematics is without a carve. When you play Tadiketatum, there is one carve. Tadiketatum. So it's 18 plus 2, 20. Tadiketatada. So here 2 carve, 7 into 3, 21, plus 2 makes it 25. A candidate for a Ganda divisible by 5. So it's a 3 beats, 4 beats, and 5 beats, well structured Ganda Chapa Korve. So the next one is Tadimi Tangadega Academy, Tadimi Tangadega Academy, Tadimi Tangadega Academy, Tadimi Tangadega Academy. Tadimi Tangadega is 6, Takadimi is 4. So use these two combinations of a Sarvalagu into a Gandhanadai. Tadimi Tangadega Academy, 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 Tadiketta. So you can use a Tadiketta. Using that, I will teach you a core way now. The core way is like this: Tadiketta, Takadiketta, Takadiku Tadiketta, Thang, Takadimi Tadiketta, Takadimi Tadiketta, Takadimi Tadiketta. The way it's structured is Tadiketta is 8, Takadiketta is 10. Takadikitatum is 12. So midpoint is 10, 30. Then the last part is Thang Takadimi Tadikitatum. Thang is 3, Takadimi Tadikitatum is 9. 9 into 3, 27. 27 plus 3 is 30, divisible by 5. So this is a simple core way. So when you play in a Tadimi Takadimi, Takadikitatum should be your last line. You have to play like this. Format continuously. Thang, dina thang, taka dina thang, tadiketa, tadiketa. You can play tadum, tattadum, tattam, tadum, tadiketa, tattadum, tadiketa, tadiketa. It is a 8 akshara korve. You can play in Rupa Katala 3 times, which will fit perfectly. Tattaketa kajata tak di dung, tattaketa kajata di tagatong, tattaketa kajata. The Keta Tung, Tataketa Katiketa Tum, Tatiketa Katata, Didi, Tatiketa Katata, Didi, Tatiketa Kadim. 32 Akshara Korve into 396, divisible by 3 or 6, you can apply in Rupagatavan Tishanade. So these are all the subtle aspects where different Thala Korves can be adapted to any of the nadais as well. So that's the beauty of it. So in Rupakatalam, when somebody gives you a Taniyardanam, you can use all your knowledge and play and showcase brilliantly. So that's a big advantage. Then there's Takadidimi, Takadidimi, Takadidimi. You have to play in Gandanadai. Let's look at the logic 7. Takadidimi is 8. 8 to 3 is 24. When you want to make a Gandanadai, adding 1 doesn't make an effect. When you add 6, it becomes 30. So you can, for a 30, you can play a perfect Gandanadai. Takadidimi, Takadidimi. So Takadidimi, 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 Tadi, Ketata, Takadidimi, Takadidimi, Tadi, Ketatum. In Ganda Ekam, when you put twice, it comes for 30, 30, 60 aksharas. So you have to try and play in Kannada. This can be homework for you. You can try this. Okay. Then there is a simple chorus. Tadikkada dudakitta, tadikkada dudakitta, tadikkada tadikadum, tadikada tadikadum, tadikada tadikadum, tadikadum, tadikadum. Here you have to only understand the mathematics brilliance of the structures. 2 different structures of 30 aksharas. The first component, Purvangam, Tadikkada dudakitta, tadikkada dudakitta, tadikadum. Here it's all 6. 6 into 5. 6 into 5 is 30. The second part is 10 into 3 is 30. So using 2 different 30s, this korvai is formed, and you can use and exhibit the thala in Ganda Chapathala. So these are some of the key learnings of in the Rupaka Chapathala of Shivaraman sirs. And we are now going to get into the Misra Chapathala. I'm only covering the key aspects. So we will continue with several other aspects of us as we try to do in as we try to cover it up in our ongoing classes. Before I get into Misra Chapathala, I also wanted to showcase or table here one of the classic Mora Korvai he plays in most of the concerts, which is very brilliant, which is in Chatusram and Tisram. I will now recite in Kwanakol, and I will also play and show you, and that's the virtuosity of this great legendary Mridanga Vidwan, the one and only Omayalabaram Sri Keshwaraman. That's how he plays. Genius. Is such a fast phrase, he plays with immaculate perfection. I just played it to show that what he used to play there. Instead of that, He plays that stroke, that speed with so much of clarity and perfection. These are all the takeaways of the great Omayalapuram Shivaraman sir's learnings. With this, I conclude the Rupaka Chapathala. We'll probably see in the next class of Mr. Chapathala, few of his takeaways and key learnings. There are several of those which we will cover it up as part of our ongoing classes. Let me conclude this class with a Tirukkural. அறிவு ஒரு ஆராய்ந்த கல்வி இம்மூன்றன் செறிவுடையான் செல்கவினைக்கு. What is the meaning of it? இயற்கை அறிவு, விரும்பத்தக்க தோற்றம், ஆராய்ந்த கல்வி அறிவு ஆகிய இம்மூன்றின் பொருத்தம் உடையவன் தூது உரைக்கும் தொழிலுக்கு செல்லலாம். A person, if he wants to be a spy, he should possess these three characteristics. He should have instinctive knowledge. He should have a pleasant personality. And he should have the ability to analyze and give some thoughts and his opinions, the best opinions, the pros and cons. And if he possesses all these characteristics, he can very well go for the role of a spy. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class. I'll see you in the next class with much more interesting ideas.